Oh boy, I'm not a big fan of this place. Don't worry, Fluttershy, as long as we stick together in Hang Castle, which I believe is going to be the next level we're going to be entering. Yep, okie dokie.
I think we're lost.
This place is creepy. Come on, you guys. Don't you want to find Chocola and Froggy? We can do this.
That's gonna get tough for all of us.
So anyways, hey everybody, this is me, Mario here, and Buttercup here, in addition to Fluttershy, and Bubbles here, and Luigi here, even though despite the fact that I'm not a big fan of these little creepy-ass levels, just like how it does it when I have some first expressions on Luigi's Mansion levels and all that stuff, but even then, I'm still brave enough to actually conquer everything. Mainly just the fact that you already just explored the mansions like twice in a row, so at least expecting 6 times if you want to count like multiple mansions in the Luigi's Mansion 2. Oh yeah, exactly. So anyways, welcome back to the Let's Play of Sonic Heroes Team Rose playthrough on Nintendo GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox in PC version. So, last video is that those 3 did manage to tackle quite a lot of stages actually, which is based around Casino Park, Bingo Highway, and also Rail Cannon, Police Station, and even Frog Forest and Lost Jungle. So that was a grand total of 6 stages, in addition to 3 bosses here and there as well. So, because you know that this particular playthrough is going to be significantly shorter than the likes of Team Sonic and Team Dark version, not only because that we seem to actually got ourselves, you know, 5 Chaos Emeralds still, thanks to Team Sonic's playthrough. So, seems more accurately that of all the teams we're actually going to be expecting to see this going is that Team Dark doesn't usually involve in through Chaos Emeralds grab-a-thon, I'm afraid, but even then, yeah. Okay, so then we need to actually just go all the way down to this little Sparrow, case department, so, whee! Man, I love doing that. So, another thing is worth mentioning though is the fact that we already mentioned about the Mario and Luigi Superstar Soccer plus Bowser's Millions on during yesterday. Unfortunately though, that there was a little bit of an issue I have with the
So be careful.
I'm almost so scared. Yeah, we almost attempted to die right there, but hey, thanks to you, Fluttershy, you managed to get us safe. Yeah, at least I'll give you some credit though. Okay, so I think there's gonna be some bit of a tougher enemy, so let's go ahead and use our Team Blast for it, shall we? I don't think there's any way we can get ourselves our special stage key. But, I'm gonna have to admit though, you guys, is the fact that you need to actually get yourselves a special stage key until the next video, which should, the next level, I should say, which just have to be the Mystic Mansion, so... Okay, we get the suggestion, so, you know... I don't think they're actually gonna try to bring you into this little, running up, scaling through, this tower, section, unlike how it does in Team Sonic and Team Dark. Because, you know, it's one that makes this level entirely short and easy, so... Yeah, this usually same applies to any other levels for that as well. So, anyway, now it does it for that. So now we move on into Mystic Mansion, which, as what Mario suggests us to do, is the fact that we need to get ourselves our special stage key, and hopefully we're trying to get ourselves our 6th Chaos Emerald. Absolutely, Luigi. Absolutely.
Okay, we're finally inside. I'm kind of scared.
Don't worry. I'll be right by you.
Okay, so right off the bat though, the special stage key is right from the get-go. And luckily though, if I recall correctly, that there's going to be a spare special stage key right at towards the end of the level, so... Expecting that, if I guessed it correctly, because of how the fact that the level itself is much more shorter. And plus as a result, I don't think there's any point until you get to the point until... Oh yeah, there's one thing I've been mentioned about the, some other stuff about Team Rose, is the fact that, I'm presuming that, we actually skipped the entire portion of the alligator chase sequence from Lost Jungle. And I believe if we do recall that, luckily for you 3 though anyway, I'm assuming that I won't able to come across into those 3 trials, so unlike it does in Team Sonic and Team Dark though, so... Okay, so without any further ado, I think I'm actually trying to go ahead and deal with this enemy right there, so that I can hopefully purposely try to actually do some things. And while we're at it, I think I'm actually trying to get ourselves a Team Blast attack ready. So just in case we're able to actually just, you know, just use our Team Blast and become invincible and get a 3 PM level up. Yep, exactly for surely. So,
But even then, I think we're actually doing pretty well with this so far.
but hey, at least as far as you three are doing pretty well at the one point or another.
So, anyway,
Back into what we were saying about the Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga Plus Bowser's Millions on the Nintendo 3DS. According to on the box art that we usually did so like a couple of days ago, or in this case just yesterday and not on time.
well, granted, this was meant to be uploaded during this first day.
And speaking of stuff, though, this might actually be the final day of the Nintendo E3 Treehouse Live. So even then,
Yeah, there's not 100% guarantee there's not going to be a next Mario Party this time around, so...
you know, something's a little bit similar to how it does in E3 2015, so...
Yeah, because around that time we got ourselves Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Brothers back in that time.
So anyway, let's go ahead and just hit the switch on the left.
So that way we should able to get to ourselves in a correct spotting pathway.
And truth be told, the gold ring is actually over there, so...
Yeah, at least we don't have to deal with this really tricky trial section, so... Yeah, at least we should be able to be expected though, Fluttershy, so...
Okay, so who's going to take in charge of the special stage really quickly?
I might as well take over the Chaos Emerald system there, Luigi.
Okay, here's your controller, Bubbles, because after all, you take control of Amy Rose for the entire time.
Yeah, of course. Of course I was expecting it too.
Okay, so I believe the Chaos Emerald's color is definitely going to be purple.
And I believe the last one is definitely the red one. Which we'll have to find out, and sure enough, it's true. Okay, so let's go ahead and just hold down the B button, so just in case we get ourselves a little bit some more speed, momentum, and done.
Jeez, that was quick. Because the thing is though, Luigi, is that unlike in certain casual Let's Players of this game in particular, is that sometimes they mash the B button, like, multiple times, which I don't think is gonna work. So anyways, we got ourselves one more Chaos Emerald to go, and truth be told, the last color of the Chaos Emeralds is definitely red. So, yeah, congratulations, Bubbles.
Oh, thank you, Mario. And besides, that was pretty much, you know, flawless at it, though.
Mustache monkey, you took Chocola and Froggy, didn't you?
What I did then?
Please return Chocola!
Give back Froggy! Get them!
Alright, so we meet again with Robot Storm.
And as far as I'm concerned with this, though, is the fact that I'm presuming this particular battle is much more shorter than the likes of Team Sonic and Team Dark variation, because you don't have to deal with these tougher enemies like these, you know, these little, bigger enemies with these little, hammers with the masks on them. I don't think you can deal with them this time around.
Which is a miles better impressions from how it does it in Team Dark's version, because oh my god, I can't stand the Team Dark variation of Robot Storm, so...
Anyway, so at least we got ourselves a Team Blast right off the get-go, so...
Yeah, anyway, back into what we were saying about the Mario & Luigi, as far as we was trying to discuss it into.
Unfortunately though, that particular game, Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Millions, much like how it does in Super Mario Maker for the Nintendo 3DS, and especially noticeable in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and also Hey Pikmin, unfortunately that game will be also playable just in 2D rather than just the 3D effects, because I think it's probably due to the fact that they actually showed us the status report for the Millions quest mode. So yeah, that's the only major premise of this. So. Hey, what on earth is happening to his dialogue?
Oh, the reason being for that is because I'm assuming that you guys accidentally activate the Team Blast attack when Dr. Eggman managed to discuss on something. So.
Yeah, a little bit missed opportunity.
Robot freaks are so disgusting.
Although, truth be told, they usually come out of the mechanical machinery, so...
Anyways, now you move... Oh, sorry, I can't speak today. Now you'll be moving on into the final zone, which was the air fleet types of zones. So, yeah, let's get started.
You fools must all have a death wish. Witness this invincible battleship built by the hands of a genius. Its power unmatched throughout the universe.
If you want to fight, you've got one. Let's get that. We're flying so high. It's kind of scary.
I see nothing but clouds. better not fall off. Great.
So yeah, as far as I'm concerned with this, is that this level is remarkably easier and shorter than the likes of how it does it in Team Sonics and Team Darks, because now as far as I've heard Mario and Buttercup, it's the fact that I've heard that you two got a really bad frustration in the Team Darks playthrough on this.
Well, specifically only on the original attempts, because, oh my god, I can't stand trial and error in some games.
But hey, at least as far as you may actually think about it, you actually did now finish up with Team Dark Story from now on, so yeah, at least kudos to you.
Yeah, thank you for that. So,
Anyway,
yeah, because of how the reason why the Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Millions are going to be exclusively on the 2D effects rather than just add in a 3D effect, it's most likely because of the status screen from specifically in the Millions quest mode. So I kind of wish it has a 3D effect though. I'm assuming that's more likely due to the fact that the depth of the entire game itself, because it's more likely a remake of the Game Boy Advance titled Classic. Oh, I'm almost gonna beat him up with this little belly flop. But hey, this is how we actually deal with him in the end.
so yeah, it's pretty interesting to say much for that, so
Yeah, and as far as I'm concerned, that we pretty much already discussed about these upcoming announcement stuff in this year, so
hey, at least we're expecting that there's going to be not one, but 2 new Mario games are about to come on October, so
yeah, which is pretty funny actually, because considering now the fact that between these 2 Mario games, Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Millions on the 3DS,
and also same applies to Super Mario Odyssey for Nintendo Switch.
those 2 games are about to come about roughly exactly the same month as when My Little Pony the movie was about to be revealed.
Well, specifically in the North American release date on Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Millions,
And on the same day as when My Little Pony the movie was about to be released on the theaters in North America, so
yeah, it's pretty interesting and pretty shocking at the same time too.
So, yeah, expecting how this is happening. So, okay, so
For the most part, we just have to dodge a lot of like cannon torrent shots, because even then though, sometimes the torrent shots can really mess you up at points.
even especially noticeable that we already mentioned this before, we had a bad time on this level from Team Dark Story.
Yeah, because oh my god, these pop-up torrents just kept on like disrupting at points. So
Hey, as long as you actually completely avoid those this time around though, which is a lucky thing for that department, mind you.
So I believe you can only just hop onto this one flagship rather than 2.
Because this is what it makes the entire level, again, it's what makes the entire level short, so
And considerably that we pretty much almost done with this, you know, the Team Rose segment.
and especially noticeable in Sonic Heroes in general too, so yeah, it's a perfect example that's why we're going to be joining into this particular playthrough, Mario and Buttercup, because obviously you pretty much get sick of like revisiting some of these levels like 3 or 4 times until you get to you know, specifically in Team Rose and Team Chaotix at the same time. Because I could have wished it actually has some original level layouts, unlike how it does it on you know, something a little bit similar to Sonic Adventure 2.
But instead that we're actually going to be exploring exactly the same stages, depends on what team members you're going to be using. So
Yeah, sometimes sometimes replaying the game can get outright tedious at times, so
and also the same goes to the boss battles here and there as well.
but I think the only major difference was those the story elements, so
Yeah, that's it for Egg Fleet. So yeah, I'm guessing that we're gonna be getting the final special stage key as far as the oh
just
god
knew
dang
we
it!
could do it.
Because that's a B rank.
we could potentially try and get ourselves an A rank, god dang it. But anyway, yeah, it's about time for you 3 to actually definitely gonna get ourselves the last key assembled, well, simply get ourselves the last special stage key, and then we're pretty much done with special stages in Sonic Heroes, basically.
Yeah, I can agree.
Here we are. It's quite overwhelming. I've got to pull myself together.
Froggy.
So anyways, as you probably expected, the only section you might actually just manage to completely ignore from is actually the annoying section in between Team Sonic and Team Dark version.
Oh, what's the difference will that make?
It's the fact that you don't have to deal with these dodging lasers crap, because
That is so frustrating, and particularly in those two playthroughs. Well, specifically, Mario, we don't have any issues in the Team Sonic segment, but as far as Team Dark is concerned, for the love of God, I kept on dying a lot of times. So, there's a last special stage key everyone, or every pony for that matter. Oh, don't you mean everybody, Fluttershy, because I was a Powerpuff Girl member? And also I was the Green Plumber, I brought it to Mario with mine. Or more accurately, I was a sister with Buttercup. So anyways, it looks like Fluttershy was actually doing pretty well when it comes to skillfulness. Like, for instance, that she constantly spamming the Thunder Shoot, so that way she's able to actually activate the Team Blast attack from the start. So I really don't know how the fact that we actually have the ability, if you lean level 3 with Amy Rose, then I'm pretty sure you actually get yourselves an instantaneous the pole vaulting type of mechanic, but even then, yeah. Whoa! Look at all that! I recently managed to see just to skip the entire portion of the entire level, and we can simply just completely ignore this little red type of enemy right there. So yeah, it's got an interesting trick that you just done there, Bubbles. I'm really impressed. So there's another thing we'd like to mention about this, is that the extra mission for Team Rose in every single levels in the game for Team Rose is that the extra mission on that is the evolving through collecting rings. I believe you can only get like 200 rings in order to actually complete this mission, so whoa, we don't have to deal with this little kaboom bomb machine type of syndrome, so hey, at least we managed to get ourselves 31 extra lives. Or don't you mean 32, because 0 actually counts as a 1 extra life left. Oh, don't die! Oh, phew, that was close. Okay, so whoa! They're almost trying to find me there, Bubbles. If we manage to get hurt by these little spike balls just to begin with, then we won't able to get ourselves our special stage key, and even as a result for the last Chaos Emerald. Sorry for the lack of dialogue error or anything like that, ladies and gentlemen, because we pretty much discussed every single part about the E3 press conference this year, so yeah, that's as far as I was concerned about. Okay, so you know what to do, Bubbles. You just got to just hold down the B button. Yep, and hopefully we can get ourselves the final Chaos Emerald, and as truth be told, it's actually red. So yeah, we were totally right after all, for all this little color scheme in mind, so yeah, the easiest way to get these special stages in Sonic Heroes, I highly recommend you go to, if you made certain mistakes on these special stages, I highly recommend you replay these levels as Team Rose, so it's pretty worth mentioning for that department, is there? And how on earth did you bypass so many bombs? I mean, potentially, if you're gonna get hit by the bombs, you will temporarily slow down. But hey, let's just fast you'll take it. So yeah, that concludes every single Chaos Emerald that's been collected. So, thank you three, for actually accomplished that, as what I told you guys. Oh, that's no big deal. In fact, that we actually did this for ourselves. Yay, so, yay. Yeah, I agree on you there, Fluttershy.
Froggy, where are you?
It's your fault that Sonic and I aren't together. You're gonna regret this for the rest of your life.
Enough of this. Aim, great, big. Time to meet your maker. I'll show you what real evil is.
Okay, let's give it all we've got. Okay.
Okay, dokie.
Oh, we managed to go hit that right there. So here we go, folks, on to the Egg Emperor for the 3rd time in a row. But even then, though, as far as I'm concerned, that this is going to be the most pain in the bottom boss. Because the reason why you say this, Fluttershy, because I believe that what me and Buttercup already mentioned about this, that you constantly get yourself some really cheap deaths and all that kind of stuff. Like, for instance, a combination of a few different things. Number 1 is that you're gonna get hit by these little cannon shots, and 2 is the fact that you constantly spamming these little sword slashing attacks, which can be really annoying at times. Especially that you instantly get yourself a knockback as well, which is really irritating. So another thing is worth mentioning though is the fact that again, there's not too many enemies in here and there this time around, unlike in Team Dark variation.
So, yeah, that's as far as I was going to be hoping for that anyway. In fact, I don't know why that Eggman didn't clearly knows every single teammate characters. Like, for instance, he already knows Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles ever since the classic old days.
And also, he already know Shadow, Rouge, and Omega, and now Amy, Cream, and Big. So,
Wanda does the same thing for Team Chaotix though, but even then though, we will get into that until when we actually,
although we will discuss onto these ending parts of this particular playthrough on Team Rose until we actually get to the end. Well, Fluttershy, on the other hand, he's actually really kicking his Egg Emperor's butt right now.
especially the strategy that we actually did done like 2 times at the moment, so...
Hey, at least we can constantly spamming this little thunder shoot and he's done.
Oh wow, that was actually really quick as far as I was expecting it.
But hey, at least I'm the boss of this, so yeah, I'm pretty much dominated. Man, I'm so pleased that you actually accomplished that, Fluttershy.
Yeah, I have to agree on that one, but hey, at least Team Rose's ending is being completely done.
Eggman, please stop being bad.
Okay, so I enjoyed the Team Rose's ending, so let's just see how the ending works out.
Chaos data has been copied.
I'm so glad for you, Cheese. Hey, isn't that Mr. Sonic over there? Ha!
And yeah, that was it for Team Rose. It basically is more likely a mishmash between the, although the ending shot is actually feels very similar to how it does in Team Sonic's ending, although you will see Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles on screen. However though, what happens most though is that, Sonic being chased by Amy, while Amy now finally spotted Sonic, so yeah, that's how it usually happens in the ending, so...
Yeah, as far as the difficulty is concerned, as far as when Mario mentioned this earlier,
and I believe that what he mentions earlier ago is the fact that I consider that Team Rose is definitely the easy mode of the game, because,
for one, that the levels themselves are significantly shorter than Team Sonic and Team Dark,
and also not to mention there's not too many tougher enemies, and also another thing is worth mentioning is the fact that,
I don't know what do I think about it for the time, but even then though, that's as far as we can only try to think of, so...
Anyway, so the theme song from Team Rose is actually known as Follow Me by Carl Hunley, so... Yeah, it's a nice little, girls-themed, type of song in this particular Team Rose, theme song, so... Yeah, as far as I was worth mentioning, so...
But hey, as long as we pretty much done with these 3 different team characters.
So now they're gonna be expecting to be moving on into the final team character, not until we get into the last story segment. But even then, that can wait until when it usually comes up into be. So, in fact, we'd like to actually discuss you something about the Team Chaotix playthrough. Most likely in Team Rose that me and Buttercup are not going to be doing the no, not Knuckles Chaotix, the Team Chaotix playthrough on this because we decided to actually invite another 3 characters, but rather than you, Fluttershy, and Luigi, and Bubbles because you already done one, it's because instead we're going to be inviting Knuckles, Blossom, and Applejack is going to be doing a Team Chaotix playthrough. Well, once again, me and Buttercup are going to be sitting there and watch, so...
Yeah, that's how it usually works, basically, so,
Yeah, that's what I can say about this here. So, if you're actually first time playing through Sonic Heroes, by the way, for, depends on what platforms you'll be using, like PS2, Xbox, and PC, or GameCube, I highly suggest you go through Team Rose first, because if you want to actually get some experiences, all in all, like, for instance, how to play the game, like, you get yourself a tutorial level from the start, so...
Yeah, pretty worth mentioning though, so...
Yeah, I guess we'll end things up here just from that. So join me and Buttercup and even Applejack, Knuckles, and Blossom next time
on Let's Play Sonic Heroes is the fact that those 3 are about to tackle through Team Chaotix playthrough. So thank you so much, Luigi, Fluttershy, and Bubbles for joining in for this particular T-Rose playthrough. So yeah, I highly appreciate it, Mario. So I'll see you guys until soon. So see ya. Yeah, bye. Yeah, I hope I'll see you guys soon. Yeah. Plus. Anyway, so yeah, see you guys then. Later, fellas. See you guys then.